Wind of applause, only outside. Matthew 17 verses 1 to 9, Mark 9 verses 2 to 13, Luke 9 verses 28 to 36. Welcome to our channel that compares themes of the Gospel and Franciscan sources. Today we talk about the theme of the Transfiguration of Jesus on the Mount. For a more complete overview of our human, cultural and spiritual proposal, we suggest you visit the website juvie.art. Juvie.art. On the second Sunday in Lent, the Gospel presents the Transfiguration of Jesus on Mount Tabor before Peter, James and John. The disciples, amazed, fall with their faces to the ground before such a brightness, while from the cloud that covers them, the voice of the Father calls us to listen to the Son of His pleasure. Franciscan sources tell that the man of God, remaining all alone and at peace, filled the woods with groans, sprinkled the earth with tears, beat his chest, and as if he had found a more intimate sanctuary, spoke with his Lord. There, even the friars, who piously observed him, heard him appealing with cries and groans to divine goodness on behalf of sinners. To cry, even, out loud over the passion of the Lord, as if he had him before his eyes. There, while praying at night, he was seen with his hands outstretched in the form of a cross, lifted from the ground with his whole body and surrounded by a luminous cloud. A marvelous light spread around his body, which marvelously testified to the light shining in his spirit. There, moreover, as certain proofs testify, the hidden mysteries of divine wisdom were revealed to him, which, however, he did not divulge externally, except to the extent that the charity of Christ forced him to do so and the usefulness of his neighbor required it. When he returned from his prayers, which almost transformed him into another man, he took the greatest care to behave in uniformity with the others, so that the wind of applause, because of what he let slip externally, would not deprive him of the internal reward. Sources 1180 Major Legend. Francis guarded his transformation into alter Christus, with great discretion, almost living in the cloister of his heart. In fact, the same sources attest, from the beginning, when the true love of Christ had already transformed the lover into his own image, he began to conceal and hide the treasure with such caution that for a long time he did not reveal it even to his intimates. But divine providence did not allow him to remain hidden forever, and not reach the eyes of his loved ones. One of his companions once, seeing the stigmata on his feet, said to him, "What is this, good brother?" "Mind your own," he replied. Sources 719 Second Life of Solano. With the frankness and simplicity that distinguished him. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. Matthew 17:5. And again, when, then, he pronounced or heard the name of Jesus, filled with an inner joy, he was seen to be transformed also externally, as if a honey flavor had impressed his taste, or a harmonious sound his hearing. Sources 1185. The poor man of Assisi knew the divine life on earth and embodied it to the point of being considered another Christ. This is my Son, the Beloved. Listen to him. Mark 9 verse 7. At the provincial chapters, however, he could not be present in person, but he took care to make himself present with prompt directives, with insistent prayer and with his effective blessing. Sometimes, however, by virtue of that divine power which works wonders, he also appeared in visible form. During the chapter of Arles, Antony, then an eminent preacher and now a glorious confessor of Christ, was preaching to the friars, using as a theme the inscription on the cross, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews. Well, a friar of proven virtue, named Monaldo, began, by divine inspiration, to look towards the door of the chapter house, and saw with his own eyes blessed Francis who, hovering in the air with his hands outstretched in the form of a cross, was blessing the friars. All the friars, in turn, felt filled with such great and unusual spiritual consolation, that they considered it a testimony with which the Spirit assured them that the Holy Father was truly among them. The fact, however, was later proven not only by reliable attestations, but also by the testimony of Saint Francis himself. Sources 1081. This is my Son, the chosen one. Listen to him. Luke 9 verse 35. Matthew 17 verses 1 to 9, Mark 9 verses 2 to 13, Luke 9 verses 28 to 36. Thank you all for your kind attention. We invite you to subscribe to the channel, to stay updated on our activities. If you liked it, leave a well done to support us. Subscribe, give your precious like, share with your friends and comment too. Thanks, see you soon.